Welcome to the lecture. If you want to become certified SolidWorks professional and you want to accelerate your career, you want to stand out on the job interview, you have to pass SolidWorks certification exam. How to take this exam and how to pass this exam, find out on the end of this lecture. If you find this video useful, click like and subscribe. In this lecture, we're going to show the second advantage of the boundary surface above lofted surface and swept surface. So we have two surfaces here, this one and this one. And we want to create a new surface that's going to connect this surface with this surface. So we're going to use boundary surface. So let's go to boundary surface. And now we're going to choose our profiles. And we're going to choose this edge here and this edge here. And now as we see, we connected those two surfaces. Here we have a connectors. Connector 1 and connector 2. We can manipulate with connectors as we shown in the previous section for the lofted surface. But let's try to move this connector to this side. Now, if we click on this connector, let's try to move this connector. As we see, we can position this connector at any point on this edge where we want. As well, this one. As well, this is the second connector. We can position where we want. And this is not possible with lofted surface. So this is one advantage, that you can position connector where you want so you can get a better control over your surface. Because in the lofted surface, you could only put a connector from the one side, from the one vertex to other vertex. But you couldn't position standard connector where you want. Like this. So this is one advantage. But now we want to go back at the surface that we had at the beginning. So I can right click and reset connectors like this. Now let's click OK. So we got this surface here. Now as we see, we can see the transition between this surface and this surface is kind of a rough, and between this one and this one. And this is not something that we're looking for. If we select this surface, this one and this one, right click, let's go down, and here we have a display, zebra stripes, so to see how smooth is our surface. And now as we see, it's not really smooth. This is not good, this is not something that we want. So we want to fix this. Let's first hide this zebra stripes, like this, and now let's go to boundary surface 3, right click, and edit feature. Now here we have tangent type. So if we click here, we have three options: direction vector, tangency to face, and curvature to face. So we can go with direction vector like this, and now we have to choose direction vector. Let's choose, for example, front plane like this. And now as you see, we have direction vector here. With this direction vector, we worked in the previous section. So here, we can change the draft angle, and we can change tangent length. As well, we can apply to both sides, or we can work with each side separately. So if we move this tangent length, we can see the difference in the shape. We can also change the draft angle if you want. So this is possible here, but this is only for this edge. If we click on the edge 2, this is still none. Now let's go back to edge vector, this one, and let's try other option. Let's go with tangency to face. Now, as we see, we have here the tangent relation between this face and this face. And now it's more smooth. Here, we can also change the draft angle. Now you can see the changes. And we can change the tangency length. Like this. But let's go to 0 and here to 1. Now let's go to edge 2 and let's try to fix this here transition. Let's try with the third option that we have, curvature to face. Like this. Here also we can change the draft angle. Like this, and we can change the tangency length. like this. but let's go with 1, and here let's go with 0. Let's click OK, and now let's go with zebra stripes display to see if we got smoother surface. So let's select those 3 surfaces, right click, and let's go with zebra stripes. Now if we look, here we have pretty much good surface, it's pretty much smooth, right? Here we used curvature to face, and here we use tangent, and this is not smooth. So maybe we could try to change this to curvature to face to see if we can get better results. So let's go to boundary surface again. Let's choose this edge tangent, and let's go curvature to face, like this. And now let's click OK. And now we see that we got smoother surface here. And this is much better than the tangency to face in our case. So this is the second advantage of the boundary surface over the lofted surface. You can control the transition between surfaces, and you can get higher quality results. If you're tired of watching on YouTube videos and buying cheap courses who always leave you wishing and wanting for more, and you want to have personal support to learn the SolidWorks from the absolute zero to the professional level to improve and start your career, check the link below and visit our Super SolidWorks Accelerator Academy. As well, if you like this video, click like and subscribe.